So in today's video, I'm going to talk about a move that helped transform my ball striking and really improve the distance and accuracy on every single shot. Just like that one, with a good strike, clubs travel down, great club speed, brilliant ball speed, and a really long carry. So I know what you're thinking, well, you're a pro, your ball striking should be good. But for me, certainly if you watch my older videos, certainly I used to kind of hit the ball maybe a little higher, maybe not quite as far. And even when I was getting it out there, kind of strikes were always quite low off the club face. Never really felt I was consistently out the middle. Now you might be watching this going, absolutely, that's me. So let's talk about some of the basics that we're looking for if you want to be a great ball striker when the ball's on the ground. So as the club moves around your body, we need the club moving down so that you catch ball and then ground. So we want that low point ahead of the golf ball. And certainly growing up, I was always told that if you want to make good contact, you need to try and keep your head quite kind of level through the swing and need to move your weight towards the target. So kind of, for me, it was always very, and that'd be pretty typical. It was at target. Wasn't really the kind of club head speed I'm looking for. Bit low off the face, bit thin, and carry way back. Don't get me wrong before you comment, that's not awful, but I never really felt there was any zip in the golf swing. And I think my swing always looks effortless. Kind of my rhythm kind of gives you that look, but I wouldn't say that it's powerful because of that. And certainly this movement really helps me feel that there's no more effort goes into the swing, but there's definitely more speed. And I'll just clarify that I think effort is about trying to hit the golf ball harder, and then we tend to tighten up, lose strike, lose club face control, and it's not great. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is I don't want you thinking about trying to keep that head still or level during your golf swing. What you see with all the best players in the world is either during the backswing or at the start of the downswing, they all move down a little bit and certainly towards the target. So the first feeling we want is as we're getting to the top of the swing, we're going to move down and towards the target. So almost like we're falling towards the target. We're going to do a couple of those to begin with because it's only part of the picture. So we get set up, get to the top, move down and towards the target. And the first thing you'll probably notice there is a lot more contact with the ground. My speed jumped up, my low point was ahead, and everything was pretty decent. But like I said, it's only part of the story. So once you get down and towards the target, then we need to get that lead side out of the way. So then we want to feel that lead hip is going to move back and away from the golf ball, and that'll get that lead side moving up through the ball. And what that creates is that kind of whip effect. And you can hear the speed in that. So I would say you might be able to do all of it in one go, and it's not complicated, but you want to feel down and towards the target, then the lead side up and out of the way. And even though you're moving up, the club's moving down into impact. So I would say, I kind of don't want you to do it slowly because it defeats the object of doing it, but maybe just feel initially a little bit shorter with the swing, down and then up. And don't worry about the direction on these to begin with. So felt much shorter on the backswing, but still 85 mile an hour club speed. Low point moved further ahead. Clubs travelled down more. Ball speed was great. And 163. And that honestly felt, I'm sure on camera it didn't look as much, but certainly looks a much shorter swing. So I would do a few of those. And like I said, I wouldn't worry too much about the shots, but certainly get the feel for the movement, and it's amazing how far you'll hit the ball like that one with what feels very short and very effortless. So then once you've got that feeling with the shorter swing, then we want to put some length back into the backswing. So like I said, nice and long, and before you get to the top, down and towards the target, and explode up and out of the way. So you take dead aim. Felt okay. Felt like I didn't quite get down and left enough, but nearly 90 mile an hour club speed, 2.5 inches ahead, 126 ball speed, and 186 carry. Now, I would always say when I'm doing this that I would work on that, and that really did feel like I was putting nothing into the actual golf swing. Just not quite getting the contact with the mat, but low points to head, just needs to be a bit more into the ground. But we can see a bit more club head speed and pretty similar distance. But I would then say, once I get that feel, I actually want to feel that as I go that way, can I explode up and out of the way as fast as I can, almost like a fast twitch movement. So again, take dead aim. Again, if I'm being picky, I'd like to just touch the mat a little bit more, but nearly 93 mile an hour club speed. Clubs travel down 2 degrees, nearly 130 ball speed, and 195 carry. So, as a coach, I'm really big into getting focused on the movement and making that better and more efficient, really focus on what you're doing. I also think if you've got any tech, whether it be Top Tracer, TrackMan Range, or a launch monitor, it's nice to set yourself a little goal. So there, I've got nearly 93 club speed, nearly 130 ball speed, nearly 200 carry. So I would want, in the last two, can I get one of these to either 95 club speed, 130 ball speed, or 200 carry? Ideally, can I get all three of them over that? So, felt good. Felt like I just left the club face open a little bit. So 92 club speed, ball speed at 126, 180 carry. So that was a fail. So I've got one last go. Come on. Let's get this movement. This is the one that's changed my ball striking. Felt solid. So club speed's still quick, if not where I would love to be. Ball speed was good, but not quite where I want to be, and carry was down slightly. But all of those, I managed to get that low point ahead of the golf ball, just kind of touching the mat, and that's where I'd like to get a little bit more into the mat. But that's not that I'm lifting up through the shot. It's the fact that once I'm there, if I'm aggressive with that movement, you can hear the club gets into the mat. So that's me not quite trusting it, but great contacts, pretty good direction overall, fantastic distance. And if you can get that movement into your game, I guarantee it'll take your ball striking to a new level and maybe just get you hitting some of the longest, straightest shots you've ever hit before.